huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
Yeah, they've got time, and if he can keep stretching the defense like he has been with the three-point shot, that leads to evaporate in a hurry.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Here's Irving, and power down the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Out to Wallace. Stolen by Bird. Here's Irving. Oh, and that one, no questions, powered it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Good. Wallace has got 41.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And taken away by Wallace. Billups against Wallace. Three-pointer. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Wallace.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
The dish to Hamilton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals. The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleed.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
The Thunder leading by 4. And it's sent back by Wallace. Billups against Wallace. Pulls it up. Again, the Hornets score.
He was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
To the middle. It's blocked by Shaq. Wallace against Hamilton. To tie. Again, the Hornets score.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
It's tipped. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Fader on the way, and that is good. Wallace has got 55.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Again, Oklahoma City.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And so here's Charlotte. On the wing, Davis. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer, but he recovers it. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Wallace has got 57 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Phillips, he kicks it to Irving, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Wallace. Johnson with the block. Passes it to Ewing. Stockton outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Irving, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
Emphatic throwdown there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
Nothing soft about his approach at the attack.
Wallace against Johnson. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Wallace. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Irving. He dishes it to Ewing, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Wallace. Shat kicks to Wallace. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Good. And it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Nice shot by Wallace.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Now here's Stockton. He has 6. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. A 3-pointer off the mark. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 15-6 run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Excellent night for Stockton. He's got 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
To the inside, Ewing. The shot is off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Pass to Anthony. Puts it up. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Here's Stockton. 8 points for him. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in. .156 left to play in the third. Johnson's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
That free throw good from Pippen.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
Tell you what, they've done well to stick around these last few minutes.
But they get it back. Wallace drawing the double team. For the lead. And another three from Anthony. Anthony's got 29 in the game.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
And, of course, an appropriate comparison right here with the tremendous playoff performance we're seeing from this young man tonight. It definitely calls to mind the 63-point performance from the great Michael Jordan.
You know, and to compare the game he's having to that game in 1986 is saying something, because a lot of people think Michael Jordan's performance that night was the greatest game ever played. I mean, it would be hard to argue with that. Those 63 points came against a Celtics dynasty at the peak of its powers during their run to a third NBA title. And I remember after the game, Larry Bird said, he's God disguised as Michael Jordan. Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Johnson dishes to Ewing. The 10-footer. Another miss by Ewing.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
They sure did, Greg. And I like the fact they never put their chin in their chest when they were down early. I mean, they were down big early. They were composed, and they never got desperate and stayed within themselves. Very impressive.
Faded away to create the space. 67 points for Wallace.
Wow. What can you say?
Poked away. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. And another three for Charlotte.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the second free throw, good. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Woo-hoo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Hornets lead by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Charlotte leading by 9. They've got O'Neal. Wallace is out there with Wallace. Then it's Anthony, and it's Davis at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Phillips with the ball, and it's Wallace picking him up. Bird's shot is good.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Johnson. He's got 21 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
And it's Abdul-Jabbar. That time on the assist by Hamilton. Hamilton's got his third assist on the night. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Wallace. And another three for Charlotte.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
And the foul called on G. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Irving's checked in for Johnson. Phillips kicks to Irving, and that one is hammered home.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Wallace, good.
On a roll now. He is on fire.
give him the ball, get out of the way.